Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you tuning in as always. I'm in a little different bit of a location. I'm down in my little podcast YouTube area, and I'm noticing that this light is perhaps a little brighter than it needs to be. So I'm going to be unprofessional, step off of camera and shut one of these lights off. One moment, please. See, that changes a little bit. You can see the blue screen in the background on my computer screen, so I do apologize. I've got to figure out how to minimize that. So, because it's so unprofessional, I'll make this as quick as possible. I want to talk about freedom and freedoms. It's important to talk about these because they are the same and yet they are not. We have a lot of people talking about freedoms and Second Amendment freedoms and the right to bear arms and free speech and all of these things. And a lot of people think freedom is going to go away. Right and wrong. Freedom itself as a whole is not going to go away. Not every freedom in the world is gone, but freedoms will. I pulled up this definition on purpose. And I'm reaching for my little marker here. So freedom and freedoms. You look at the definition of freedom, and I should have put a little arrow in this, I guess. And let's talk about that for a second. Freedom is the state of being, wait for it, allowed to do what you want to do. Allowed. Freedoms, instances of this. What does that mean? Well, certain freedoms will stay. Certain freedoms will not and will be attacked. Now, they say they're attacking religion. I don't think they're attacking religion. I think they're going to attack certain believers. And there's the difference. Not every single religion will be eliminated. All the religions that conform to government rule will stay. All those religions and those denominations who toe the line will be allowed to stay. Those who don't will not. So there could be a legislation, there could be a bill that gets passed that eliminates that. This gun right thing, it's not going to happen. They're not going to ban weapons. And even if they did put a legislation in, it's not going to go well. Too many people will fight. But see, here's where they don't fight. Religion, denominations, Catholicism. Well, Catholicism and Protestants. You ever notice how there's Catholic Catholicism or Protestantism? Hey, I've said that word real well. Republicans and Democrats. 2 and 2. Do you ever notice that? Two-party system. Two religion system, even though there's many branches off of different ones, even though many go back to one, but let's not go down that road quite yet. That's another video down the road. But I was looking at that the other day. You might say to yourself, okay, whatever, a little strange. Is it? Look deeper into it. Freedom and freedoms. You're not going to lose every single freedom. See, we already live in a borrowed time, so to speak, but we have freedoms that we're being allowed to have. Allowed to have. And here's an interesting word, part of the definition. State. Is the state oh wow, that almost seems like it's government controlled, doesn't it? Freedom is government controlled. Now, we have more freedom than others. But who is going to be attacked? Those true Bible believers, if I'm you, I'm stocking up. I'm getting all the Bibles you can. Because it's not it's small pieces, as I'm trying to get my words right. It's small pieces. So perhaps you can't, I don't know, go to church on certain days. Which, don't worry, that's not going to happen because 501c3, you're already government owned. Religious material? Well, which religious material? What are you ordering? From who? What publisher? Where are you getting your Bible? Is the NASB? Okay. NIV? Living Translation? King James? No. New King James? See, people are saying to yourselves right now, that's not going to happen. You don't think so? And the reason I thought about this is I went on a website the other day. I'm not going to tell you which website because I don't know if I like this website or not. This particular order platform. I'm trying to think of the right word to where you can buy Bibles. So I'm not going to recommend them right now. But I couldn't get on, which is weird because I'm always able to get on and browse through. And I could not for almost a day. And that's when it struck me. It's those small things that we're not paying attention. My father taught me a long time ago, and I'm sure many of you have learned this along the way. Be careful of what you see here, because there's things going on over here. That's what you got to pay attention to. So for now, we have certain freedoms. We have certain freedoms. We have freedom. We have that. We're allowed to we're allowed to get in my vehicle. I'm allowed to get in my truck and go to the store. For now. I'm allowed to go to the Dollar Tree and buy a dollar King James Bible. For now. A lot of things are for now. I can drive anywhere I want as long as I can afford to do it. As long as, gas prices go from I'm just rounding up, to $3 to $4. That's what we're doing. We're not going to take freedoms away by just outright grabbing them. We're just going to slowly eliminate your ability to partake in those freedoms. So be aware of the fact that King James Bibles, I think they'll be off the market at some point in time. Just saying. It's always the one they attack the most, isn't it? Unity? Yeah, okay. I don't think so. I find this interesting. It's just a word, right? It's just a word. Freedom. Put an S on. Instances of state allowed freedom. Uh-oh. Where are we going? Take a hard look at that, folks. And Bible believers, those professing Christians going along for the ride, the mainstream, enjoying our fun little Christian music, you gotta wake up. What's the old saying? Freedom isn't free. You're only being allowed to use it right now. Allowed from the state. That's my video. I appreciate you tuning in. And as usual, God bless. I love you. And pay attention and be alert.